Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the She's Just a Mom podcast. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how to really use this microphone to my potential. So I'm holding it away from me this time instead of clipping it on. So we're going to be rolling with this, at least for this video. There's a different settings on this. It's really hard. I'm not used to doing this. So yeah, we're going to roll with it. But hello, if you're new here, my name is B, and I made this YouTube channel for moms. So basically, I am a mom of a beautiful 1-year-old daughter. I am not only a mom, I'm an only parent. And I just thought it would be nice to have a nice little cozy, community of moms. That's what I really wanted. So I decided to make this channel where it's basically me, a mom, talking about my day, my experience, my situation, basically anything I want to, because guess what? I'm a mom, so everything I really talk about is mom talk. At least in my mind, it's girl math, okay? But of course, if you probably hear stuff going on in the background, my daughter is awake. Just filming videos while she's napping is not realistic. So if you hear crying, laughing, whatever, she's just running around town. Don't worry, things are baby proof. And I do have cheese to quench her screaming. Oh, there she is. Look at her now. Hi, little girl. But of course, what I wanted to talk about today was inspiration. We usually have at least somebody we inspire to be, inspire to be like, or inspire just to show them that we're doing good. You know what I mean when I say that? Because let me tell you something. My sister inspires me. She makes me want to be a better person and to impress her by stuff that I do in my life. And I don't know if you guys have ever had a sister relationship like this, or if you guys do, let me know. But me and my sister originally hated each other. Okay, we hated each other when we were younger. But this is the reason why. My sister is 2 years older than me. And we kind of grew up in a home where mom was single. She was kind of on her own with 3 kids. And she basically had to go out and work. And my sister basically took care of us. She was in 2nd grade making us food because we were not able to get a caregiver or get a whatever you call it, babysitter. Okay. Now, granted, this was back basically in the early 2000s. So even though everyone here is probably like, they left you home with only a child in the 2nd grade. Yeah, this was in the early 2000s. Okay. And guess what? We lived in a safe 1-stoplight town. And yeah, basically my sister was like our mom, practically. She had to take care of us. So, of course, you kind of grow into that one thing where it's like, all right, you're my sister, but you're acting like my mom, and I'm mad at you for that. Don't tell me what to do because because you're my sister. So stop telling me what to do. So that's basically the childhood we had. And it led to a lot of arguments and a lot of fights as sisters. And I don't think we had that nice sisterly bond that a childhood is supposed to give, So, of course, now that we're older, I'm going to be 27 this year. My sister just turned 29. And we have a really close relationship. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I really needed my sister, and I didn't even know it. Because my sister travels around the United States. If you don't know about her, I will see if I could link her stuff in the comments below, if not in another video. But my sister has 3 boys, and she travels around the United States with them. They have a nice toy hauler, they have a fireplace in their trailer, stairs. It's fancy. It's fancy for me. And they basically travel the United States. Recently, they've been in Oregon and just kind of hanging out there. And unfortunately, they had to do a few business stuff in Montana, so that's where they were headed. But they decided to stay here where I live in Washington and kind of hang out with me for about a week because, I have my kid, she has hers, they can see her cousin, I could see my sister, I could see my nephew, she can see her niece, and we thought it was a good idea. And let me tell you, I didn't realize I was in a funk until I hung out with my sister again, when you get those things, you don't know how badly you're really not caring or you're in a funk and you're not doing what you're supposed to until you meet your sister. And the funny part is she didn't tell me that, like, look, you're in a funk. You need to get out of it. She was basically being herself, which made me really look inward, you know? I looked inward, and let me tell you, I found that I needed to do more. And not only more, I look at my sister and I see confidence radiating. I see a wonderful woman, a great mom, someone who's confident, who does things, who has a lot of knowledge and really like drives off that knowledge. I mean, my goodness gracious, I want to be that way. I want for her, a woman as great as her, to look at me and be inspired. That's what I want. The only time that you should be inspired by somebody and get motivated to do something about it is if you want your person who you inspired to get inspiration from you. That's like the ultimate goal, you know, at least to me. So, of course, unfortunately, my sister ended up leaving to Montana this morning. Her whole week was, done for staying here, and I miss her dearly. But I'm also excited because my sister like inspired me to like get my stuff together. Because don't get me wrong, I've been doing what I needed to do, and I've been like doing my cases and stuff like that. But let me tell you, I could be doing a lot more. And I realized that when I was hanging out with my sister, I could have been exercising a little harder, staying up a little later because, I'd be sleeping like 8 hours anyway. I could be staying up a little later doing cases. I could be doing a lot more things. I could be leaving the house a little more. I could be walking around outside a little more, hanging out with my daughter a little more. So, sorry if the camera's moving, my daughter is pulling on it. So, I just really realized that I could be doing a lot more. And I'm kind of excited because I got my plan set up, baby. I got my plan set up, and it's because my sister inspired me. Now, this is basically the whole video content. It's just me talking about my sister and how she inspired me. So I honestly don't really have anything else to really talk about. But let me know in the comments, you guys. Do you guys have a sibling? Do they inspire you? Who inspires you? Do you have a family member that inspires you? Do you have some type of idol that you watch inspire you? Like, what inspires you in a healthy manner to not only where you want to become better, but also you want to become someone that they could look up to as well. And I'm talking about good people. I'm not talking about like people who are crazy and do crazy things. I'm talking about good people who make you yourself better. Like, I want to be a better mom. I want to be financially capable. I want to be intelligent in almost all things in life. That's literally my thought process every single day. I want to be intelligent in everything I can come across. Cars. I want to be intelligent in, I want to be intelligent in being a good mom. I want to be intelligent in CPR. And in yoga, I want to be master at yoga. That is literally what goes through my mind. Okay. And I am always on Alison. If you guys don't know what Alison is, this is not sponsored. I do have an affiliate link though, so I will post that down below. But if you don't know what Alison is, it is a website where you can go and take free courses. And my goodness gracious, she's playing with a guitar. You could take free courses and basically get a certificate by the end of it. Unfortunately, guys, I want to let you know beforehand, the certificates you can get, and some of them you can get diplomas, they cost money. So that's the sad part about it. But guess what? When you do the course and you finish the course, and you could take a bunch of different courses for free, they will save that certificate for you. They're not going to be like, oh, you need to pay for this in 3 days, or you're going to have to take a course again when you need it. Oh, no. That's not what Alison does. Alison gives you free courses on a bunch of different topics. I'm talking IT. I'm talking personal growth, marketing, management. They have all different types of courses. They have stuff for like housekeeping, yoga. They have things for learning about herbs, or even, basically learning how to be a bodyguard. They have, like I said, stuff for marketing, stuff for management, how to speak in public, how to lead a team. They talk about a lot of that kind of stuff. And they have different cases for those. And you get a certificate at the end of those cases. Now, what Alison does is on your account, it will save the courses you've done, and it will save your certificates. So let's say you're applying to a place and they ask you like, well, do you have a certificate in Excel? Like, we really need to know because we have a lot of people who apply who don't really know Excel. How do we know that you know Excel? Let's say you're like, well, I did an Alison course and I know Excel. Well, do you have any proof? You can go into all of your courses you took, find your Excel one that you did take, and then you can purchase the certificate if you need to, and boom, voila, you have your certificate. It's not going to like go away after a while. So I really recommend Alison. I have a whole list, and I'm talking whole list on classes that I want to take because I just want to be intelligent, you know? I want to know things. If, let's say, DIY medical emergencies, they have a course for that, and I plan on taking it because you never know. You never know when I'm going to be needing it. Maybe we're out in the wilderness somewhere and something happens. You bet your biscuits, I will know what to do. But of course, like I said, let me know if you have any inspirations, you have people you're inspired to be in the comments below. Granted, as you could probably tell from the whole channel stuff, is I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I will be responding. So if you really want to tell me, I will talk to you about it. But besides that, it looks like my daughter is kind of getting a little antsy, and I think I'm done talking about my sister and my love for her and the fact that she's a goddess and she's a Wonder Woman. Love her to pieces. But besides that, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys liked this one. Bye-bye!